Well, what do you say to a performance like that? I'll tell you what you say. Absolutely disgraceful is what you say. How can any of those players justify their performance tonight? And as for the manager, he needs to walk and walk tonight. If he's got any decency about him, he gets out the club and gets out the club tonight. This is the Toon Review. Hi everyone, I'm Paul. Welcome back to the Toon Review on a night where Newcastle United have just been gubbed 3-0 by Arsenal at the Emirates in the Premier League. An absolute disgusting performance. No fight, no passion, no commitment, no bloody anything. Again. Before the game we looked at the team lineup. We see a much more attacking team lineup. Without a shadow of a doubt it was. We see two up front in Carroll and Wilson. We see Shelvey in the team to try and create something. We've got Almiron on the pitch. I'm forgetting about Joe Linton. Played with 10 men we did again tonight. And then you saw 4 at the back. But I tweeted out before the game, I said that our fullbacks in Lewis and Kraft will be got at throughout the game. But they did target Kraft because he's absolutely shite. That is why. And they had a field day. Kieran Tierney's eyes would have lit up in that dressing room knowing that Kraft was playing again tonight. And we went on the pitch with an attacking formation and played 10 at the back. 10 defenders again. What on earth does this cabbage say to these players before they go on the pitch? You know, we go with attacking players on the pitch and he plays them all in defence. Somebody please justify these tactics from Steve Bruce, because it is downright disgraceful. It is disgusting. I mean, you know, we didn't create anything tonight. We had one shot from Almiron maybe that flew over the bar. That was it. Never looked like scoring. Even with the attacking players on the pitch. They don't want to play for this manager. And quite frankly, I'm annoyed that they don't want to play for the fans. Because every single one of them goddamn players on the pitch should think of the fans and what we are going through. Watching this pile of shite week in, week out. Arsenal, second half, was just a training day for Arsenal. When was the last time that you saw a team who are playing for their lives because they're going to be in a relegation scrap, 1-0, 2-0 down, and just sitting back, letting Arsenal just knock the ball around? Some of the time in that second half, I was counting 5 and 6 seconds that Arsenal players had the ball before there was even a Newcastle player near them. That is just not good enough. And every time you look, the cameras go back to that pouting twat on the sidelines. Steve Bruce is just standing there. He just doesn't have a clue. He's thinking, what do I do next? And then he decides to bring off Andy Carroll, who, by the way, was one of our better players again tonight, along with Miggy. He takes him off and puts Jacob Murphy on. Somebody explain that to me, why you're pulling Andy Carroll off when you need to get back in the game. But there's just no fight, man. There's nothing there anymore. This is a team derived of confidence, derived of being able to do anything when they've got the football at the feet. We can't string a pass together. I mean, those goals Arsenal scored tonight, my God, the first one, Emil Kraft, what is he doing? What is he doing? He's got Aubameyang coming running at him, so instead of forcing him out wider on his left foot, he says, don't worry, just run straight at me. Just jog past me and just stick it in the back of the net. And then the second goal. You know, it's just laughable. It's laughable. The defending. I mean, Lascelles got... I mean, Jesus Christ. It just... Nah. I'm just done. I'm done with this football now. I'm done with this club. Steve Bruce, you've got to go. You've got to go tonight. Or at least first thing this morning. Mike Ashley, you have got to do the right thing now. Because it's your asset that you need to protect here. You have to protect your asset. Because if we go down, we are not coming back. Not for a long time. You've brought one of the worst managers in Premier League history to our club. And look what he's doing to it. He is destroying everything. You have destroyed everything in the backroom side of it, and he is destroying everything on that pitch. The players don't know where the hell they're supposed to be. So what do we think as fans, man? There's nothing more you can say. There really isn't more than you can say. Because player ratings I'm not even going to bother with. I'm really not, because apart from 3, I'll give Darlow a 7, I'll give Carroll a 7, and I'll give Miggy a 7. That's it. The rest, fat zeros, because you were all shite. Nobody had any commitment to get back in that game. Not one single player. And that comes from the manager. They have no motivation. They just have nothing. They look lost, completely lost on that pitch. And this is why this man has the worst Premier League record in history. We are seeing it firsthand now how bad this manager is. And it needs to change, and change fast. And I'll say it again. I have been going since 1980, right? When I was 4-year-old. And I have never, ever felt this bad as a Newcastle United fan. Not even through the relegations of the 80s, the relegations that we had under Ashley. I have never felt this bad. I never felt so angry that my club is being destroyed by an inept man. There's nothing. There's no... You tell me if there was any motivation on that pitch from minute 1 when they stepped out on that pitch at the Emirates tonight. Was there anything from the players? Did you believe there was any heart, any graft, any passion? No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not one of them would be thinking, yes, we're unhappy with Steve Bruce, but we need to do this for the fans. The poor fans that are having to watch this absolute garbage week in, week out. Fans that have to go onto their YouTube channels and do videos like this again. Angry and upset at watching the performances that we are putting in. It's anger, it's upset, it's just pure confusion as to what's going on and why it's going on. Because those players on that pitch are better than the bollocks they're putting up, they're showing us, without a shadow of a doubt. We have players that can win football matches. But there's one man is stopping us from doing anything like that, and that is Steve Bruce. Do the decent thing and piss off. And if you're not going to do that, Mike Ashley, take action, and take action now. Get this clown out of the club, or you have lost lots of money when we go down, because we ain't coming back. I've never been so down as a Newcastle fan in my life. I really haven't. Tonight was an embarrassment. It was embarrassing. We were the only Premier League game on, and we were embarrassing. The whole of the football nation saw how bad we are tonight. That's it. I'm not saying any more. It's just absolute shite. From minute 1 to 94 minutes, whatever it was just pure and utter shite. And they've got to be embarrassed. Those players in that dressing room should be embarrassed with themselves tonight. And the manager should be that embarrassed with himself, he resigns. But he's too stubborn and big-headed for that. Let me tell you something, Steve. You are not as good as you think you are. You're abysmal and a disgrace. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'm sorry it's another loud rage video, but what the hell am I supposed to do? Where is the positivity coming from? I do not know. How am I supposed to be positive about a bunch of players who don't give a shit? Whether it's they don't give a shit about the manager or it's the club. I don't know. Some of them don't care anymore. It's quite blatantly obvious. But the manager clearly isn't good enough. So thank you very much for taking your time to watching the video again. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers. It's been incredible. It's been absolutely incredible, the rise in subscribers on this channel. So thank you so much for that. If you have enjoyed the rage again tonight, do smash the like button because that does contribute to building the channel. If you're new for the first time and you like what you see, you like somebody getting upset and angry over the football club, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. I will be back with a live stream tomorrow night, the 4 Horsemen of the Toon with me, Sharky from Toon Army TV, John Sinclair and Pete Proudlock from his channel PD Proudlock. So don't forget to tune into that. We'll be on air at 8 o'clock. On YouTube on this very channel, talking about tonight. There's going to be a lot more rage on that show. It is a good laugh as well, so don't forget to tune into it. In the meantime, try and enjoy the rest of your night, or whenever you're seeing this, try and, you know, chill out and stay safe and all that. And take care.
Be strong.